Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Here we go. 45. Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day offense.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the other?
Yeah, and like nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? You know when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his time.
Yeah, be jumpy, but sorry, Bobby Limmer wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Here we go. Who's that? Pittsburgh. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Lucky.
On third down, Daniels. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 43.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
What's left? What's left?
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 45. Mike, 45. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11 feet. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch. 11.
The shotgun snap for one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys were picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Bring it up. Check 31.
On 1st down, it's Nichols. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
40, 11, 11, 12.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st down, Daniels. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. A 10-yard pickup, but it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Check, crunch. Check 24, check 24. Watch out.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels letting one, and caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Chargers. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Wow. Over the middle, it's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Keep playing.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Daniels. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again for the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
I can't believe they let you play.
From the gun, here's Love. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Check out. 51. Gotta do better. Come on,
And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Now he'll let it go deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. Catch made here by Campbell. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. On 2nd and 7, Luck toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Luck. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Whip. Hey, watch the whip.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check 37. 66. Put it. High. Echo. Squeeze.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Cooper's got it. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Hey, let's get there.
First down, a run with Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. We got 4.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Rotate. Slam.
Back to throw. Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now they try the right side here. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Under 10.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
You can't block me.
Now a handoff looking right. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now Locke, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Colts going on 4th. It's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman. And then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Watch the eye. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
45. Mike, 45. He's time to use. He's time to run. Switch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Check 45 to Mike. Danny. Hey, zoom. Check Mike 45. Watch the curl.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout.